I don't think
Well,
it works.
I wasn't even paying attention.
I don't think it works that easily where you just go, "Oh, Chris, be funny."
Well, I just figure I should remind him.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to what you were doing. I'm actually downloading Metalachi music.
Metalachi? Is
Yep.
that like mariachi but metal genre?
Exactly.
Why?
Why not?
I swear, the older we get, the stranger you get. I mean, seriously.
Today I listened to Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, but as an Irish folk song. Which was kind
You
of
guys are made for this. You're going to be wonderful by yourself. I'm not going to have to be here anymore. I'm just going to have my practice set up so the listeners can call me and get treatment after you're done.
Okay, then I guess it's a nice little circle for business, isn't it?
I guess.
Is the fungus under the toenail?
Maybe.
In the
Hello,
comment
everyone. This
section, it
is
says
Amigos. I'm
world's
TJ,
incoming.
Adam, and Chronic Chris. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Here we go. 18 shows left for me, and then I'm out of here. I take the big hang up.
Allegedly.
That's happening.
I'm wondering about this incoming growth.
You can say that all you want, but when the time comes, it's like retiring. It ain't gonna happen, dude. You're gonna happen. You're gonna come back.
I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it.
And you have plans on what to do after?
Oh, dude,
I think that's really gonna help.
My life is so booked that afterwards it's gonna be. I don't even, unless I'm doing research for school, I don't even hardly look at my desk during the week.
I have known TJ for a little over 10 years now. I've been doing podcasts with TJ for 10 years now. You know how many?
Met you 6 months ago.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You know how many times I've heard him say, "I'm done, fucking done."
Okay, but I've said that pissed off.
You said it
or
so
aggravate.
many times. Like,
yeah, but
when have I ever been calm and said, "I'm looking forward to being done"?
See, TJ's looking forward to being done, and I'm actually trying to go full throttle. I'm actually thinking about drawing up a petition to get me on a terrestrial radio station here, and I know I could get signatures.
Well, I mean, does it really count when you're using your ride share as a way? Hey, I'll give you a 10% discount on your ride share if you sign this petition.
No, I don't know. No.
I mean, does that count?
I no, dude, I would never do something like that.
Okay,
the only people I buy are judges, lawyers, and police officers.
You don't have enough money to buy judges, lawyers, and police officers.
Why you think I'm fucking broke? Because I'm paying them all.
I'm actually looking for, and dude, I've got so much to do. Like, let's look at this week as a great example. So we've got this open house at work that is basically showing what every program is teaching and giving demonstrations, and terrestrial radio is going to be on the scene, and we've got tacos and Kona ice, and just it's
right, so like a campus open house.
Yeah, to me it's a dog and pony show. I just don't want to be there, but I've got to be there because I am the lead instructor for the CDL program at that campus, so I have to show up. And not only show up, I have to look good when I'm there. So
you're the only instructor, though. You kind of got lead by default.
Well, you know, as we build the program back up, which is actually happening, I finally got my admissions team together again, the ones I wanted. And in the last week, they've signed up 4. Okay. They've got 2 more weeks, but they've signed up 4 in the last week to start the program in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right. So with that team working, that means I've got about another week and a half, and then I'm going to have a part-timer available and ready to go. So I'll finally be getting back to my normal schedule here, hopefully in the next, 4 or 5 weeks.
See, when my two oldest were graduating high school, we went to them university and college open houses, and from a spectator point of view, they were a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, from a spectator point of view. Try being, faculty on campus.
Well,
It's a lot of look what I can do.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like, all right, we got to do it. It's something to help. 'Cause there's been a lot that's happened at the Austin campus in the last, 2 years. I mean, really a lot. And we're trying to fix the damage. And anybody who's ever had to fix damage understands that that's easier said than done.
Right? In anything. In any situation.
All right. So we got a lot of work to do. This is kind of ground zero. Now, here's the difference. Like the last time all this damage was there, we had a campus director and a director of education that were pretty much in lockstep with how do we save money to keep things afloat.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect example is Christmas party for that year. They did not cancel any classes. They go and they buy Italian food. They put it in a classroom and they go, okay, yeah, well, when you get a couple of minutes, go ahead and grab some food out of that classroom. That's your Christmas party. And continue teaching.
No.
I am already talking to our current director of education and campus director about this year's Christmas party. And I said, look, you want to get this campus back on track with everybody working together. It's time to break open the wallet. And I got to ask, what's your idea? I said, let us go and get together, faculty only, employees only, at a place where we have A, cash bar, B, indoor golf.
Tequila and tacos.
Tequila and tacos and indoor golf. And, of course, my director of education, who is also a golfer, he's like, man, that's a great idea. Let's do that. My campus director, who is new, she goes, well, what if we can't do indoor golf? I said, okay, indoor prostitution. And she looks at me, she goes, all right, now that great idea, but no.
just have a pool. It's close enough.
I mean, well, yeah, we could do an indoor pool party or something. Figure something out where we all get together, we're having fun, and we can have alcohol and enjoy ourselves,
Yeah.
Let's get away from this. Oh, we're going to do a Christmas party. Do you get to cancel classes? No. You have to be on campus teaching. Well, okay, so what, in my case, was CDL. I mean, if classes are open, students are booking. There's no way around it. They're coming in because they know they have a short amount of time, and then they are on the hot seat to test. So my students, we could have anything going on, but if I have classes open and available to schedule, my students will be there and I don't get a break.
Yeah.
And the only way I'm going to get a break is if I have additional instructors to take those classes so I could be present for the other things that I have to do, right?
Right.
And I'm like, look, you have to understand all these other programs that you have, they're 6 months to a year to complete that program. My program is 6 weeks to 24 weeks. And they're done and they're tested and they're out. I have a high turnover. because of that turnover, if we're going to do something, I need the availability to cancel my classes and say, no, this is not going to happen. I have students, if I say I'm making a trip to, if I'm making a trip up north, I have students that argue with me about that and say, no, I can't do that because they need classes.
But yeah, right.
And I'm like, I got to have my time too.
Yep.
They go, who will we learn from? I said, a stoner in Kentucky.
I'll teach you how to drive a fucking semi.
Probably the wrong way, but yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So the other day, I go with a guy. We go to the hardware store. We got some 16-foot boards on a 10-foot trailer. We get them all loaded up and stuff. And the guy looks at me and he says, you look like someone that probably has a CDL, don't you? And I said, at one time, I may or may not have had several endorsements on my license. He says, you think you could back us out of here? Get out of the driver's seat, man. One try. Back the 10-foot trailer through an 11-foot hole.
Sounds pretty simple to me. I mean, I don't understand. If you don't know how to back a trailer, don't hook it up to your car.
Mm-hmm.
So you
And if
probably
you don't
shouldn't
know
hook
how
a trailer up to your car.
Well, and then if you don't know how to back a trailer, maybe you need to be driving a Prius. I'm just saying. Or a Mini.
Or a go-kart.
You know.
So I'm wondering why Adam here is looking like he just got back from Sturgis.
I don't know. I'm not the biker type. So
What is
Oh,
that?
okay.
That
he's
doesn't look like Sturgis. That looks like
okay, Star Wars. I see now. He's wearing his flight commander uniform.
yeah, right.
yep.
He must have been playing what was the name of that game I wanted? Oh yeah, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. He must have been playing that, and he put on his flight suit so he could play it because
I just felt like putting on my jacket because my shirt doesn't look great, and I figured I'd actually look semi-professional doing this.
you are
a little bit more than normal.
you are getting ready
I
to
like
take
the watch that goes with it.
He's all matchy.
you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the last time. Well, when he was still alive, the last time Rage tried to match wearing clothes. The problem is, he looked like a big burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
The worst one though that I can remember, and I wish I could go back and find a picture, was Rage in them damn trunks.
I don't want to see Rage in trunks.
Rage in his wrestling trunks.
Like that's okay. I'm good.
I can find it.
No.
Find it. I'll send Tyler a message if I can't find it because I bet Tyler's still got him on his, where he can find it. Send it to me for the next show.
Like I do not need PTSD from that. Just saying.
It's my present to you before I leave.
You
No,
may
no,
not
no.
need it, but you're probably going to end up with it.
Yeah, probably.
Like the ones I've been looking for lately is I've been looking for Marvin when he did the obituaries for everybody on the show.
Okay.
And the one in particular that I'm looking for is Tyler's. And it's just because Tyler's was the most hysterical out of all of them. It really was because and I'm sure if Tyler is incognito right now and listening, he's cussing because I am looking for this to master it. Or he'll probably listen later and cuss. But either way, I'm looking for it because it was the most hysterical out of the entire bunch. Because at the end of it, Marvin said that
Now, do you want to spoil the ending, TJ, or do you want people to listen
I'm
to it?
going to spoil the ending because everybody will forget by the time we do another show.
Fair enough.
I mean, let's face it. Most of our listeners do like weed, and they tend to imbibe.
I'll say I do have a plan for one of my birthdays further down the line to actually fake my own death for my birthday.
Well, you can die the way Tyler's supposed to die in his obituary.
Yeah.
Well, I want to fake my own death for two reasons. One, just to see who shows up.
Well, I will
And
not.
Two, I'd like to actually show up late for my own funeral.
Yeah.
Well, I will not be there, so just letting you know now. But I might send $20. That'll give you enough to buy some Keystone Light.
Not in Illinois.
That's
Very
true. Not in Illinois, the way the tax rates are.
Yeah.
But no, Tyler's obituary, according to Marvin, Tyler died from ass clown molestation. And the kids saw it and they were never the same again.
That sounds like a real shitty way to go.
Yeah.
The ass clowns had their way with Tyler in front of the children and from the bus that broke down, and the children were never the same again. I thought it was hysterical. I'm like, okay, yep, I've got to find that. If any of the others, I have to find that one and master it because that was funny.
Say, did mine ever air? I know I heard mine, but I can't remember if it was over the phone or if it was on Streamcast.
In yours, I can't remember. I had found a piece of paper where I wrote it down, so I think he did it after I moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got it recorded, I'm sure, somewhere.
Yeah. So I think it was after I was on the show.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on long.
No.
So
no. I think he did Chris's too.
Did my obituary?
Yeah, but I think Chris, I think yours was almost as bad as Tyler's.
Who did it?
mine had to do with like a bus
Marvin?
full of nuns and stuff.
If Marvin did it, I don't ever want to hear it.
Why? Because it would remind you of Marvin?
That and I just don't want it.
That man was a twisted bastard. I miss Marvin so much.
Marvin was a very twisted motherfucker.
I miss Marvin so much. Like, Marvin had this way of just finding a way to turn a show sideways.
And it's funny because I swear I met him almost 20 years ago. I actually went to his house with some girl.
Did he end up banging the girl?
No, I don't remember what happened, but we weren't there very long.
Well, at least you didn't go there with the dog lady.
Nowadays, it could have been the other way.
All right. Like this next topic, Marvin would he'd enjoy, he'd go crazy with. Because according to the data analysis from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, the following cities are have the largest sexually transmitted infection disease rate per capita of any city in the United States.
Streeter, Illinois.
Bullshit.
It's not on the list.
So we're going to have an educational section here.
I'll give each of you 3 guesses, and I will go from last to first out of the 8.
I'm going to say Miami's on that list.
No.
I can't imagine.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
one.
Let's say San Francisco.
Capita.
Las Vegas.
Calculated per 100,000 residents.
I'll agree with Adam and go with San Francisco.
Yeah.
Negative.
Really? Las
San
Vegas.
Francisco's not there.
Cromwell, Kentucky. Purdue Farms.
No.
Pontiac, Illinois.
Not on the list.
Detroit.
Like, I'll do
That's
St.
three.
Louis.
St. Louis is on the list. It is number 8.
Okay.
New Orleans.
Negative.
That's murder capital.
New York.
Negative.
Atlanta.
Washington, D.C.
Number 7, Washington, D.C.
Good job, Chris.
Finally got one on the list.
Put
Number
it on the
6
board.
is Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 5, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 4, Baltimore, Maryland. Number 3, Jackson, Mississippi. Number 2, Memphis, Tennessee. Big shock there. And number 1 is Detroit, Michigan.
What? Get
Yeah.
out of here.
I can see Detroit, because think about
Yeah.
it. They really don't have anything else going for them. So they got to find a way to be happy to be where they live.
One,
Yeah, I mean-
they ain't got nothing else to do. And
True.
two, it gets real cold up there.
They got to warm up somehow.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Friction
Jackson,
seems as good as any.
Jackson, Mississippi. Well, if they'd quit fucking the same cousin.
Well, when you said Little Rock, Arkansas, my first thought was the Clintons. Okay. So
Yeah,
Bill's getting around. Got it.
Did you hear this? It's
Ah.
actually legal to fuck your cousin in Maine.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna sit there and tell you to tell
Why
them.
would anybody want to fuck your cousin?
Yeah.
How they gonna tell you to stop legally? How they
I
gonna
mean,
tell you to
unless
stop?
you're in Arkansas.
Having
Put your
incest-
ass in jail.
Right? Hey, there's no law against you. It ain't against the law, right?
Okay, here we go. At number 5, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. Big.
Yeah, they made that movie about it.
Yeah, they must be doing a lot of fucking there.
Yeah.
You ever seen
Well,
Deliverance? Wanna go
They have
camping?
to earn the motto somehow.
Yeah, but I mean, that's brotherly love, I suppose.
Mhm. They bend over backwards for each other.
Or forwards.
See, but here's the thing about it though, is yours is per capita of 100,000.
Yeah.
Calculated per 100,000 residents.
Yeah, so I mean that's just basically your major cities. It's not throwing small towns in the mix.
Well, who's going to go into a small town and go, hey, how many people are you fucking and how many diseases did you get from it?
Yeah.
Any person that actually wants to do their statistic taking and calculations and all of that shit properly would definitely want to go through every small town and city in America and get the statistics.
It's
Well, I mean-
small.
I mean, what the fuck am I paying the Census Bureau for anyways?
Who said you're paying them?
That's only-
It comes out of my taxes. I pay taxes.
I mean,
Just because-
mathematically speaking, if you go to a small city that has like 2,000 people and there's like 1 or 2, doing that the per capita way, you'd multiply the result by 50.
Right.
And then that gives you your answer for that small city. So it does kind of work out, but yeah, you're going to have a larger chance of finding people in larger cities just at all.
But I mean, think about it. The per capita way is working with what we've got here. Because who goes to Jackson, Mississippi?
Well, no one goes there for fun. I mean,
Who literally looks and goes, I want to take a vacation in Jackson, Mississippi?
Johnny Cash.
No, he didn't. He got put in prison in Jackson, Mississippi.
No, he didn't. He went to Folsom and he met June Carter in Jackson.
I'm surprised he didn't get an STD.
Oh, it was a different time back then.
yeah.
Syphilis was still around. That's what killed Capone.
Yeah, but it wasn't as widely spread like
Like it is now.
Like it is now. People ain't just out swiping right and going out having a good time and coming home with herpetogonosyphilis.
Hi, Sarah Jane.
No,
But I mean, for crying out loud, I don't understand the whole concept, right? Like, oh, everybody wants to do this. Oh, okay, whatever. Have fun.
online sex, I know.
Now, it makes me wonder, though, like Detroit being number one, which country has more STDs per capita, the United States or Canada?
Oh, definitely.
Maybe that's a search you should do. What countries are on the top 5?
Right.
Well,
that is a good question.
We'll save that for another day. Or
Well,
I mean, if you're going U.S. versus Canada, I mean, we're gonna beat them at almost everything.
so, do we really want to beat them at STDs?
No,
I really think the only thing Canada can beat the USA at is beer drinking, but Wisconsin's gonna give them a hell of a challenge.
We've all seen Strange Brew.
Yeah.
So, when you start again looking at those northern states, you've got Minnesota, you got Wisconsin, you got UP and Michigan. I don't know. Not to mention, if you put Canada in your mind with that, like I know a guy that was up there that was yelling at me for being a fan of Norm on Cheers. And I said, because Norm was fucking funny.
Norm was
Yeah.
fucking great, and everybody knew Norm, even the baby.
Yes,
Yep.
even baby.
So I was up with my brother one day up in Iowa, and we go into the gas station, about 5 or 6 people working at the gas station. They're all, hey, George. And we're leaving. And my brother, yeah, I'm like Norm from Cheers up in there. And I looked at him, didn't even miss a beat. What, fat, drunk, and unemployed?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Norm did wind up working for the city.
He did work on and off. Mainly January through April.
Yeah. He did wind up working for the city.
Yep.
As an accountant. Thought he could get one over because of Woody, and then found out, no, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Hey, Woody was a lot smarter than...
Woody was smarter than most people gave credit for.
Yeah.
Then you go on to Frasier and you see Sam there banging Tia Leone, and I'm like, you bastard. Until you found out that she banged Cliff. Like, never mind.
I know it's a totally different person, but it just clicked in my brain when you said Tia. Did you know that Tia Career still has the red dress from Wayne's World, and she still fits in it, and she still looks smoking fucking hot wearing it?
Yeah, but if I had to take my pick, I'd probably still take Tia Leone.
Was she the one in American Pie?
No, the first bad...
No, that was Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah. The first Bad Boys. She was the girl in the first Bad Boys that they were protecting.
Okay.
Oh.
Why not both, guys? Why are we even arguing? Just have both. if you can pull it.
I'm not that lucky.
You're not lucky enough to get the first one,
let
let alone the second.
Fact of the matter is this is my luck, all right? If by some unfathomable miracle I was to wind up with both of them in my bed, that would be the moment that the girlfriend would walk in and proceed to go Beth Dutton on my ass and kill me.
No, your luck would be those two would look at each other, decide we're going to go lesbian tonight. You can leave. Your services are no longer needed.
I can think of other people that would be their luck. Somehow
Damn Carol Baskins.
I would find a way to talk my way back in there. I'm sure I would.
So here, use the camera.
Even if it's holding the camera. At least I get some money out of it.
No one said
Gotta-
you were getting
Oh,
paid
no,
for it.
if I'm gonna have to film this in my place, guess what? I get 30% off the top, whether I'm holding the camera or not. That's the rental for my place, or I'm in the middle, and then I don't charge anything. Take your poison.
So you just told the girls to split the difference with you?
But like I said, if I was able to pull that off, then that would be when the other half would walk in and she would go completely Beth Dutton angry on me. I would be gutted like a fish.
Yeah, but you'd die happy.
I think the girls would be gutted like fish too.
Oh.
Then everybody be getting carried to the train station. So it's like, yay.
Yeah.
Fun to fantasize. Then I got to step back and look at reality.
I don't know. I just asked Julie if she wanted to join in.
With Tia Leone?
Or Tia Carrera.
Why not both?
Exactly.
That's what we've been saying. Catch up, Junior.
It's my show.
Not for long, it is.
Yeah, not for long.
For another 18 shows, it's still mine. So
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Copyright.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've got to get through the rest of this week, and then at the end of the week, I've got 3 testing on the manual transmission truck. I've got 2 testing in San Antonio on Saturday on the automatic truck.
Okay.
Why?
What, the automatic?
Yeah.
There are people that are just opted for it. I mean, and there was enough of a demand that we had to open up automatic. Hey, you know what? And I'll be honest.
Dude,
There are
because when
there
I
are-
drove truck, it was all double clutch, fucking 16, 18 gears, fucking go through your high or go through your low and then switch back and go through your highs, fucking. And when you were loaded, you had to actually run through the gears, but when you weren't loaded, you could float it. Now, does the automatic transmission compensate for the load variance? And basically, can a manual transmission float through the gears like you can with an automatic? Or an automatic like you can with a manual?
It depends on the load and which transmission is in it. You've got the older automatics that are going 1 gear at a time. You've got
That would be annoying as fuck.
You've got the newer ones that are out there though that they've got a different style of programming where they can actually work through different gears at different loads and everything else. So
TJ, I think he's talking about speed shifting when you're empty.
No, I'm saying when you're empty, fucking, if I was empty and I was starting off on a flat surface, I'd actually would start off in second and then float it up to 5th to 7th and then drop into my high gears.
I mean, everybody's got a different way of driving it. I know 13 years and the miles I've got under my belt. I've got certain things I do with certain transmissions. Every one of them's different. But the automatic the problem is the automatic transmission is becoming so prevalent in the industry right now. And the reason being is not what people think, like, oh, well, you get better fuel economy. That's the excuse. Here's the real reason. Companies can control the drivers better with the automatic by programming it the way they want the truck to run.
Yeah.
And then the driver's just stuck dealing with it.
So it's because me and my dad were talking about it the other day. And my brother actually just got his CDL. He got a CDL like 6 months ago, and he ain't even driving truck yet. I'm like, dude, fucking, if I'd have gotten this, if I go get my CDL today, it's because I'm driving truck right out the gate. I am not paying for something that I'm not going to use.
Right.
Right.
And you know, my dad and my brother is like, well, dude, it's hard to make money nowadays. I'm like, well, dude, go for a company for a year. After a year, save up all the fucking money you can, get a loan, get an old school fucking 94 Freightliner, a fucking 88 Peterbilt, fucking become an owner operator, and then you ain't got to worry about the e-logs. You can pick your loads, just make sure you keep track of everything. And run 3 fucking logbooks like Dad did.
So is he going to be able to do all of that?
I honestly think he just got the CDL so he can fucking say he has it. But now he's going to go pay the yearly fee on it every single year.
I pay my fee on my medical card and when I renew it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, you got to pay your DOT fee for your medical,
physical, which I do every 2 years.
You know, and what you actually use it. You're a career truck driver, whereas my brother still ain't used it and still don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's still paying for it.
That's a difference between certain people. Like, yeah, I was having this talk with Smalls earlier today. And I said, as much as I hate to use this as a reference, and we were discussing certain mutual acquaintances. I was like, as much as I hate to use this as a reference, let me use it. And it's from the second Boondock Saints. You got 2 types of people in the world. You got your talkers and you got your doers. 95% of the world is talkers. All they do is talk. But it's the 5%, the doers, that get the shit done.
Someone's got to do it.
And I don't get to talk.
Like, people are like, well, what makes you think that you're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to do what you want to do with school? I'm like, I'm in fucking school for that reason. I'm not in it to just look and go, dude, I'm taking school now. I'm in it because I want that fucking doctorate.
You just want us all to call you Dr. TJ.
I will never call you Dr. TJ.
Yes, you will.
The doctor's in the house.
If I have earned it, you should be proud to use my prefix.
Good.
Oh, I mean, if you earn it, I'll be proud of you. Congratulate you.
What kind of doctor?
PhD, doctorate in psychology.
But to me, you'll always be TJ.
But I still think you should at least once say, well, hey, I'm proud of you, Doc.
Yeah, I will. But
you could do
I ain't gonna sit here and every time I talk to you, what's up, Doc? I ain't
so
fucking
you can do the Bugs Bunny thing and just go, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Now, if I hear you eating a carrot while you're doing it, we really need to sit down and have a session.
Now, I literally have walked up to 3 different governors and just, hello, governor.
How many of them wound up in prison?
1.
Blagojevich.
Yup.
Had to be Blagojevich.
I've done it to Blagojevich, I've done it to Pritzker, and now I've done it to Andy Bashir.
Make it sound like we're all gangsters.
But I mean, in all seriousness, that should be like a proud moment. Like, man, he earned it. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Yeah, I'll give it to you when you get it.
But if you are, I swear to God, if you are I see you or hear you eating a carrot, I'm going to call your insurance company and we will be booking a session to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you.
Now, I totally see Chris, giving you your props and saying, calling you doctor. once, not on air.
No, I think
so that,
but
he's never going to say it on air.
Here's the thing, TJ. If you try to get me as a patient, you're going to need some fucking therapy.
Well, that's why, I would have to put you on the ranch.
I got a good question for you. You can start out. I don't mind asking you a question. I've only missed 3 days and 8 months of working. Why do I feel guilty for taking a night off? Right? That's psychologically right.
You have a overbearing sense of responsibility and an underbearing sense of self-care.
Okay, we ain't Frasier, so.
And I'm single. I ain't dating anybody or seeing anybody yet.
And
getting ready to.
And we
ready to meet somebody.
And we ain't a dating site either.
But you are seeing your hand. So if you're really that lonely and you want to feel like somebody else is doing it, you got to sit on your hand for about 40 minutes until it goes completely numb, and make sure you add a little lube. Well, and that's a temporary solution. Otherwise, sign up for Tinder or Grindr, whatever your preference is, and take the time to find somebody.
No, ladies and gentlemen, there's the future of psychiatry.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, there is another solution. You could use the Steve solution. And you could start checking for the inmates that are getting released from the county jail. And if you find one attractive enough, go that route.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like the job is giving him that feeling of usefulness. So
now this why just stop at the county jails? You also got plenty of women's prisons.
Yeah, and you are in Kentucky,
right?
So you've got the state prison that's there that is probably in the boonies.
Go there for the conjugal visit and just see who's lonely that day.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they allow conjugal visits in prison in Kentucky?
And for all your really weird sick fucks, Gypsy Rose is out, but she's married, and wow.
Well, Jenna Jameson is divorced again.
No. The weirdness between her and her husband. I'm sorry. They need to be your patients.
Well, I've got to get through my studies, I've got a basic idea. I got a basic understanding. This semester, actually, I'm into lifespan growth and development, and I've also got psychology of personality, which I'm really excited for psychology of personality.
I'm not. I foresee us being your subjects for a while.
Right.
The one guy who would have been perfect for that would have been Marvin.
TJ is going to start analyzing everything like Leonard's mother. I see. And how did that make you feel to not be his little slugger anymore?
How it made somebody feel? Leonard's mother was never concerned about how it made somebody feel. She was
no, but she basically said, and what was your reaction to that? She did. How did it make you feel to find out you weren't daddy's little slugger anymore?
She was very concerned about one thing, and I got to give her credit because she showed empathy with that concern. She was very concerned about when Raj and Howard were going to come out of the closet with each other.
She showed empathy to everyone except for Leonard.
Except her own son.
Yeah, right.
She loved Sheldon.
Yeah.
I think she was more fascinated by Sheldon than anything. Nope, there is one other person that she hated more than Leonard.
Her husband.
Nope, Sheldon's mom.
And Sheldon's mom.
Of course, yeah, Leonard's dad. That was good. Hello, you miserable shrew. Hello, you wrinkly old bastard.
All right. You guys ready? You guys want some good Big Bang trivia?
Sure.
Before she married Leonard, what was Penny's last name?
God damn it. I've seen it. I thought it was Taylor.
You are so close.
They say, I don't know.
I'll give you one clue.
I've seen
Amy's dad.
Huh?
Amy's dad.
Damn it. And that name's slipping too.
This is going to bug the fuck out of TJ.
Tell her.
Tell her.
Yep.
Now, dude, all you had to do was say Jax, and then I would have been like, oh, tell her.
I'll give you a hint. 10.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, all you had to go, Sons of Anarchy, patriarchal family. Tell her. Oh, duh.
I only watched the series one time through just to say I watched it.
What, Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed the series, but I really haven't. It's one of the few that I haven't. I watched it like crazy when it was on, but it's like last couple of years, I have not been really keen to go and load it up and watch it again. But I've also been getting into all the Taylor Sheridan stuff.
Okay.
Dude, Taylor Sheridan has put out probably the best series of anybody else in the last, 5-6 years? You've got King of Mayor of Kingstown. You've got Tulsa King. You've got Yellowstone. You got Dutton Ranch. You got Marshalls. You got Landman. He's done so much. Some of it you don't even realize, and it's all good.
So he's like the John Hughes of modern day.
Yeah, on his way.
He got his hands in everything, and you don't realize his hands in everything.
Or Aaron Sorkin. I mean, he's on his way. You know, if I hear it's a Taylor Sheridan series, I'm giving it a chance. Cause now it's like, well, fuck, man, the guy doesn't really miss.
Well, and I'm sure you want to see how he handles whatever new series it is, because you've seen how he's handled it in the past.
Well, all right. So they jump started on Marshalls, which blew me away. Marshalls season 2 is going to start beginning of October.
Okay.
So I was surprised at how fast they said they were going to do that, right?
Right.
Give me a second and I'll have the exact date actually.
All right.
Because I know I've had it it is October 4th. They will be starting Marshall season 2.
Okay.
And the time is actually pushed back for football, but it will premiere at 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30 Central. Now that follows Casey Dutton from Yellowstone. And that show, honestly, was real. Once you really got to the point of going, you know what? I really need to stop putting this on the Yellowstone judgment and just give it a fair chance. It was really good. You've got to get away from looking at different stuff based on its predecessor, you know?
Yeah.
Dutton Ranch, which is on Paramount Plus exclusively. It's more along that Yellowstone kind of guideline. And that's following Rip and Beth. Which everybody would love to lick Kelly Riley. But when you know, they've got a great setup right now for a crossover between the two series to put the Dutton kids back together.
All right. How do you think they would do that?
Well, I think they're going to, but they're not slipping with it.
Okay.
But they did extend Marshall's for season 2, and it's going to get split between, you know, like a regular series. And they start off, well, they end season 1 with the bad guy finally revealing himself, and he's taking off with Casey's son. Then you get,
That's not good.
well, then you get the bad guy in Dutton Ranch kidnapping Carter, which was the one Beth and Rip adopted. Here's the other, you got that similarity. Here's the other one. This is where I really think they could work it out to cross them over. Because while the Marshals are investigating certain things in the last 2 episodes, they find a bunker on the reservation, and in that bunker, it's full of fentanyl. Then you get to Dutton Ranch, and in the last episode of Dutton Ranch, they show fentanyl getting smuggled into the country inside of cows. Then you got a guy who's trying to push Casey out of his ranch that's next to the reservation. And he's willing to kill over it. And the guy that kidnapped Rip and Beth's kid is a cartel guy.
Yeah.
Me, I could put the pieces together and go, man, that's how I would do it. But you got to let Taylor Sheridan write it. And nobody can predict what that crazy fucker's going to do next. He wrote a strip poker scene into Yellowstone, for crying out loud. How do you know what he's going to do next? And he was playing poker in that strip poker scene himself.
Well, I mean, why not? Just write it so that you don't lose.
Well, you could tell he had lost a couple times.
Yeah, but not like all the way.
And when Beth walks in, excuse me, he's like, oh my God, it sounds like there's a grown-up in the room.
I'll be back.
All right. But yeah, I mean, when I look at those different series, like, man, we've really got something going there.
Yeah, the combination, there is a possibility for the combination there, clearly.
Oh, they've got it where I think even Taylor Sheridan looked at that because he's stepping back into the writers' rooms.
Okay.
I think he even saw where they both landed without knowing about it. He goes, oh no, I got this. We're hemming this up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you write this. And I'm like, man, please God, let him do it, because I think he'd hem it in a way where we're all blown away by how good it is. So Marshall's, I could get it on Paramount Plus, but I got to wait a day because it airs first. The agreement is it airs first on CBS.
Okay.
So you don't have as much of the swearing in Marshall's as you did in Yellowstone. You don't have as many of the colorful metaphors.
Aw.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Dutton Ranch definitely makes up for it. I think Dutton Ranch dropped 8 F-bombs in the first 10 minutes. I mean, they made up,
They got to catch up, Yeah.
But I mean, just you look at, and really, like, nobody realized Mary Kingstown. You kind of had an idea with Tulsa King, but it was Yellowstone that really put Sheridan on the map, and he blew up. So now if he's putting his name on something, everybody knows it's gold. And
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's cranking out all these really good shows, so at this point, he's more than earned a benefit of the doubt when it comes to a new series.
Now, I have not yet sat down and watched it yet. However, the first 3 episodes of the new season of Reacher is out. Finally, we've got the new season of Reacher out.
Those are always real fun to watch.
All right, and as everybody knows, I love watching Reacher, but I don't know if I'm ready to watch it yet. I want to, but I'm like, I'm going to give it a couple weeks.
Okay.
I want to get a couple more episodes in because if I sit down and watch the first 3 and then I'm stuck, I'm gonna be like, mother.
Yeah. You don't want to have to wait. You want to, if you start it, you want to be able to get as far in as you can.
I think I'm gonna wait until they're all out.
Okay. That way you can binge it all.
Yeah, that way I could just binge it one day and I got it.
Yeah.
Because I really do like Reacher. He has been fun since the first release,
Yeah.
Now, like with the Taylor Sheridan series with Landman and Dutton Ranch and Marshalls, I can't contain myself. I end up watching those and then cussing for a week that I want more. There's just no way around it. Now we've been sitting here waiting on Landman. I'm not going to have that until after the first of the year, fuckers.
Well, but that's okay, though. It gives you time to get through the other shows, and then you have Landman waiting.
Then when Landman hits, it's going to be like, all right, Landman's back. I love Landman.
Yeah. It's like if they can space it out so that you always have a show to watch, then you'll be fine.
I think that's where they're going. Is it's like they've always got something. And let's face it, starting here next month, in a couple of weeks anyway, is Longhorn football. Where am I going to be glued, Sam? I'm going to be glued to a TV showing the Longhorns.
Yeah.
At least for another year or so. Then when I get up to the big school, I may be at the home games.
Okay.
Have to go get my picture taken with Bevo. Because he's a good bull.
Yeah.
Pretty laid back. He likes beer. He goes to a lot of frat parties, that cow or that bull.
Yeah.
He's pretty laid back. He's pretty cool. He'll be your designated driver. Gotta love Bevo for that. He'll push the car.
There you
go. No, that is one very well trained and very well treated bull. Yeah. Bevo is extremely loved. But the first game for the Longhorns this year is against Texas State.
Oh. In-state rivalry.
What's happening, NJ? Yep, Texas State. So I'm like, okay, that's a blowout game. Then we got game 2, but this also in Austin, and it's Ohio State at Texas. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that one could go either way. Game 3 is what was it? I think if it was what I think it is, that's going to be funny. Let me get the schedule up. Game 3 is UTSA. We do not have UTEP this year, which is surprising.
Yeah.
But game 3 is UTSA at Texas. Like, yep, you're screwed there.
Yep.
Road game is September 26th against Tennessee. Then we've got Red River rivalry on the 10th. Florida this year is at Texas. Ole Miss is at Texas. Mississippi State is at Texas. Texas will be at Missouri November 14th. Texas is at LSU. Arkansas will be with us at home, and then we have to go to Texas A&M this year.
You got to give A&M something. You're not going to give them the win. So,
yeah. But the Red River rivalry, that's Oklahoma. That one I'm always concerned about. I hate losing that game.
Yeah.
It makes me depressed. The Texas A&M game is a big rivalry. You know, I always want us to win that one. Florida, the motherfuckers, we need to kick their ass this year. Just for knocking us out of the playoffs last year, little bastards. And I
That'll
hope
be a fun one to watch.
And I can't remember if this year is the reset season for Ohio State, but if it is, I hope we dog walk Ohio State. Am I counting on it? No. But I really want us to dog walk them.
You know, nothing against Ohio State.
No,
let's admit it.
Ohio State.
Every team that you can watch that can beat Ohio State always seems to be worth it.
Dude, I can't stand the smugness of that college. I can't. You know, we are from the Ohio. Fuck you're the Ohio State. Shove that up your bunghole. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. It's like, was there a second Ohio State? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, what? I don't hear people going, I am from the New Mexico State University. No, bullshit.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I went to NMSU and I got drunk. You know, yep, that happened there. Good for you.
University of Miami says they're from the U. It's like, what?
But I mean, just the Ohio State. Blow me of the Ohio State. Yeah, that is the one time in the year where I actually root for Michigan is when Michigan is playing Ohio State. Smug bullshit. Hang on a second. I need to get some more water.
All right. I mean, it's always kind of fun to see some of these games. It'd be awesome to go. So I get it.
Smugness of it. I'm like, God, what? Really?
What?
Fuckers.
But, you know, it's always good to see a good football game. And Texas seems to provide that more often than not. So
what's that? You've heard me go off about it?
No, I was just saying that, you know, watching a good football game is always fun. And University of Texas seems to provide it more often than not. So,
well,
you know, you're usually guaranteed a good time.
I've got a double reason now. You know, like number one is I've been a Longhorn fan since I was a kid. You know, number two, I'm committed to the college. I'm committed to UT. Once I complete more requirements and everything. So when I do transfer my credits and I go up to UT and I officially become a Longhorn, well, you know, then I've kind of got to root for my own school, right?
Right. Oh no, you have to root for your own school.
Oh God, oh how horrible.
Oh no.
Cheer for a good team. You know? It's not like being a Cub fan, even though I am still a Cub fan. I mean, I am a Cub fan that will admit that most of the time my team sucks.
Well, hey, at least you don't have to root for Illinois anymore.
I never would have rooted for Illinois in the first place.
I mean, I get hometown pride and everything, but can you at least provide a team that is somewhat worth rooting for?
I mean, I would, you know, I will still root for the Bears, you know, but there's a double reason for that. One was, being raised in Illinois, but the other one, honestly, is Brian Urlacher. And like, you know, the guys in New Mexico would tell you, Urlacher as a Lobo when he was at University of New Mexico, my God. And he just got meaner when he got to the Bears.
Yeah.
So Urlacher was a big reason where I really kind of, you know, I always had a little bit of pride with the Bears to begin with, but man, he put it over the top, especially when I was living there and, you know, he was playing for the Bears. And then you go, you know, of course, me living in Texas, and I had to pick a Texas team to cheer for and root for. And I'm like, Out of principle, I cannot root for the Cowboys. I'm just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. NJ says his mom taught at the middle school there in Las Cruces. Erlacher's mom.
Cool.
I remember hearing something about that, but living in Texas and you got to pick a Texas team. I'm like, I cannot even think about rooting for the Cowboys for any reason. Not even their cheerleaders. Just not enough.
Yeah.
But right down the road is Houston. I remember rooting for the Oilers when I was a kid. I still think Houston screwed up. Now here's why, okay? So when they decided to put another franchise in Houston for football,
okay,
the city of Houston received a ballot. That ballot was for the city to vote for the name of the team in Houston, okay?
Okay.
They got one where everybody wrote one in, and then they kind of combined it and they made it a top 3 ballot. The two names at the top were the Roughnecks and the Texans. How, Houston? How did you screw this up? You are the oil capital of the world, and you name the team the Texans.
I mean, what was wrong with sticking with the Oilers?
Because the Oilers name was bought when they transferred it to Tennessee. All right. And initially, if you remember right, it was the Tennessee Oilers, and then they had to go through a season with that, and then it became the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but the Oilers name was then pretty much killed. And I'm like, the Houston Roughnecks would have been such a cool name, right?
There's a lot of possibilities on how you could use the name.
Well,
or what you could do with a uniform or something like that.
Roughnecks is essentially what oil field workers are called. They're roughnecks. They're out there, they're working, right?
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. The Texans. I'm scratching my head when I learned this, and I'm like, how do you miss on that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there needs to be a different name than the Texans.
I'm like, really? You could have been the Roughnecks, and you go, oh, the Texans.
Yeah.
So, oh man. So while I was talking to Smalls today, we got on the topics of like when we were discussing like people who do. We ended up talking about different people that really do, and I said, I may not agree with all of his policies and everything, but Trump is a doer. I really don't like this guy just based on who he is, but Elon Musk is a doer. Barack Obama may not agree with everything he did, but he did order pulling the trigger on bin Laden. He is a doer.
Yeah.
And then we ended up, somehow we sidetracked from that. We wound up talking about the ACA, the Affordable Care Act.
Okay.
And there, while we were discussing that, you being somebody who is receiving some assistance with your medical, I kind of wanted to get you involved with that conversation and see where you're thinking.
Okay.
Like they are in the process of repealing certain aspects, if not all, of the ACA.
All right.
And one of the things that they are repealing that we all know is the individual mandate. When the ACA was first presented, I remember saying it's a bad idea. And I said it was a bad idea literally because of the individual mandate. So let's start with there. And what were your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, what you have to understand is for me specifically, since I'm disabled, I mean, I currently get Medicare and Medicaid, um, because I only have my income through Social Security, even though I have a lot more mouths to feed than just myself.
Right.
Um, so really, I don't know how much affected I am by the ACA, being that a lot of mine's taken care of through Social Security and through Medicaid. Yeah, through Medicaid. Um, I know, like, for a while, my dad was affected by it before he actually came of age to actually get Medicare. But I don't know. It's hard for me to have an opinion on something that really, even though you would think it would affect me, it kind of doesn't.
Okay.
Um,
So, well, I
yeah,
try to go hypothetically and put yourself in the position of somebody who's working and having to purchase your insurance while you're working, and then think about it from that angle.
yeah. 'Cause I
You're
mean,
where you went for years, you never had to get it, and then all of a sudden now it is a law, and you are required to carry insurance on yourself.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I've been through working situations where, you know, there were jobs where I prayed that they had insurance, because before I was disabled, I had epilepsy. My medication per month cost about $1,000. Um, so I always hoped that the job I was going into had some option for it. But
Right.
if I had to get it, without the job having it and it was required, especially some of the prices I've heard, man, I imagine a lot of the places that I rented at the time, I wouldn't have been able to afford because I just couldn't. Because a lot of the jobs that I had at the time, um, were not very high paying jobs. Places like working at Walmart, working at McDonald's,
Right.
being an overnight stocker at Cub Foods when it existed in Springfield, um, things like that. But I always needed insurance to cover, my epilepsy and stuff like that.
Right. So one of the things that ACA did do when they passed that individual mandate is it automatically allowed insurance companies to inflate their rates like crazy
Yeah,
because
and
they're
that,
like they
that's
called it affordable, but it
yeah,
was never like I never carried health insurance prior to the ACA.
okay,
I was like, I just don't see the joke in paying for it. I'm in good health, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
okay,
After ACA, me being me, I start trying to figure out a way where I can get insurance that'll shut everybody up, but I'm not going to have to pay out the nose. Enter the
yeah,
V.
yeah.
And I started using essentially VA benefits that I did not know I had.
Well, it's a smart idea with the prices of the
Right.
insurances that were being offered, but like you said, they were nowhere near affordable,
No.
unless you enjoyed living in a car or a cardboard tent.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad. And then
Yeah,
you had to do it, or essentially they charged you every year.
yeah,
It was it's not a fine. No, it was a fine. You're fining
yeah,
people for not being able to afford insurance because there was nothing about raising wages to be able to afford it.
yeah,
But if you raise the wages, then you raise the cost of living. And it's a vicious circle all the way around, and we see it all the time.
yeah,
I I went the VA route, and then come to find out there's a lot more there that was available to me than I thought. So it was a blessing in disguise for me, right?
right.
But I know people that had to purchase on the open market. And we're talking 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 a month
Yeah.
on the healthcare exchange. It's like, ugh.
Hmm. When minimum wage is like, I don't know, for me, when it was going down, it was like maybe you were making $8 an hour.
Right.
If you were hourly, and you were lucky if you were making more, but yeah, trying to afford it then, there wasn't any way.
Like I can remember when they first started talking about it, and I was working at one of the car dealerships, and they had, for a sale of a car, they had what was called a mini. Like
Okay.
this minimum commission you could get for selling it was $75. Well, if you had to split that, you got $37.50.
Yeah.
I knew guys that was all they got for a week.
Wow.
I mean, if you had a week where you were skunked, you were broke.
Yeah.
Because they didn't pay you otherwise. They're like, you didn't make anything. You're just sitting here taking up space.
Yeah.
But they could do that back then. I don't know, man. I mean, I think back to that, and then I look at the different things that are available now. Now, they have gotten rid of the individual mandate. However, the insurance rates have not decreased.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought with the ACA, you make it not necessarily like they do with Medicaid, but you still have it kind of based on the income you're bringing in. I mean, you pay a little something for it, like $100, maybe 200, but not the crazy prices that they were being made to pay.
Well, and those crazy prices have not gone down. I mean, I've looked at every company insurance policy that's been available to me, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
thank God I've got the VA. I'm not paying.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's insane. But the individual mandate being gone, and now one of the other things that they have gotten rid of that they've worked on now is the forced coverage. Now if you have a pre-existing condition, you can be denied.
Yeah, that was something I struggled with a lot because I was epileptic since I was 14.
Yeah.
I was automatically in that category.
But
So,
the thing with that, where I'm like, that was something that was in ACA that they could not deny you coverage for a pre-existing condition that I actually agreed with. I'm like, that, that should be in there.
yeah, but they would also charge you out the nose. So,
Well, and I mean, that's where we're at now. You're getting charged out the nose anyway.
yeah.
So we were discussing that, and he, Smalls goes, yeah, that losing the order to cover, even though there's a pre-existing condition, that hurt him.
Okay.
But losing the individual mandate has not helped anything.
Yeah.
Except now you can opt out and say, screw you, I'm not carrying insurance.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of back and forth with this. Me personally, I'm like, I get rid of the whole thing because the whole thing was a disaster to begin with.
Yeah.
And if you talk to certain people who follow politics and understand it, they'll tell you point blank. It was only supposed to run for 10 years.
Yeah.
It was a political move. That's it.
Yeah. I liked it better when workplaces could offer their employees, insurance instead of having to go through, and because some jobs stopped carrying it as soon as the ACA started because it was just an expense for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you go back. Let's look back at like the 80s and the 90s. In the 80s and the 90s, you had companies that were out there that you could work for 30 years or whatever and then retire with a pension.
Yeah.
Not a 401k. You had a pension.
Yep.
And you still had your health care.
Yep.
And that was negotiated in. You had all of that. Caterpillar is a great example of that.
Yep.
Caterpillar phased out the pension. Now they got to go 401k and health insurance. No, you got to purchase it. It's not provided. But when it was cat healthcare, man, that was a policy and it was provided.
I mean, I remember when I was a customer service rep for AT&T when they had the call center in Springfield, and the benefits I got were awesome. I mean, I couldn't complain at all because it didn't cost me that much, and it took care of everything.
Yeah.
And not only that, it also took care of my wife at the time. So I definitely couldn't complain. Now, I wasn't going to tell her about the life insurance policy I had on myself.
Oh, you
because,
would be here today.
yeah, I would not be here. But, it took care of everything, and that was a just in case thing. And I miss those type of times when you have a good quality job and they took care of you. And that encouraged you to work harder for them.
Yeah. But those days are gone. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see anybody out there now offering a pension.
Yeah.
I see 401ks all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
401k. What am I going to do with a 401k?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically taking my money and you're putting it into the stock market and matching it dollar for dollar. And if we lose all of it, well, then I've lost a big investment.
Yeah.
Where it's on the company.
Yeah.
I don't have a say of where it goes. They just stick it there. It is what it is, though,
Yeah. I wish it would change. Those times were a little bit better in those aspects.
It really was.
Yeah.
So, well, enlighten me. Is there anything new and exciting preparing to occur on weird frequencies this week?
Well, there's not a show this week.
Really?
The podcast is going through quite a few changes, so we're accommodating. There's some things going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
That have occurred. I'm going to choose not to speak of them because it's not on my pay grade. Although there are rumors that I could become a producer there. But we're changing things up, and hopefully we can start again. Obviously not tonight, but next week.
Okay.
And we're all kind of looking forward to it. So, and there are discussions on doing some documentaries.
Okay.
With a gentleman by the name of Joe Turry, who's done some documentaries down in Southern Illinois. He's pretty established if you're into, cryptids and all the weird stuff that we talk about on Weird Frequencies. So we're getting into that. We have ideas for 2 of them. One's more further along than the other.
Okay.
But we're all kind of excited on where it's going from here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys going to get strippers?
Not on the air.
Oh, well, that's what I was kind of hoping for.
It's like I cannot confirm nor deny that occurring. So, but professionally, I'm going to say no. But if we did or not, why would I tell you?
So I could watch.
Well, it's not going to be on the air anyway, TJ.
Well, that's no fun.
It's like, listen, TJ, if you want access to that, you got to talk to Rob.
I may have to talk to Rob.
He's the big boss there.
Yeah, so. You can have alien strippers.
Maybe could just have strippers with that gray alien mask.
Well, why not do like the green Orion slave girl paint from Star Trek? That'd be awesome.
Maybe. Yeah. Who knows?
Just not Tyler. You know, I've seen Tyler strip enough. I don't want to see any more.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to see Tyler strip. So,
Tyler might want to see Tyler strip.
well, that's up to him. But he's probably one of two. I'm guessing.
Yeah, right. One of well, two, maybe 2.5. But
him, and maybe Susan.
I was gonna guess the dog might like to see Tyler strip. That's where I came up with the half.
I don't know. Maybe.
He's gonna listen to the end of this show and go, "Damn it, TJ."
Yeah. So yeah, so that is what I know of what's going on currently,
No
or
show,
at least what I can speak to anyway.
so no weird frequencies this week. So all you guys that were
Nope.
looking forward to your um alien and ghost and ghoul and goblin and conspiracy Bigfoot stuff is not going to be on this week. No weird frequencies.
Yep. But
And
tune in next week.
tune in next week though.
Watch us here on Mayhem, and then go have some dinner, and then join me on Weird Frequencies next week.
And that is at
That's at 8 or 9. It really depends on when all of us get there.
okay.
Typically, I'm there early. Go figure. But it's okay.
So
But yeah, we usually start somewhere between 8 and 9.
To give everybody kind of a hint, I do have a little bit of an idea what's going on with weird frequencies. I'm telling you, tune in next week. It's going to be worth it.
Yeah. So we have a lot of good hopes as to what's going to become of Weird Frequencies with the changes that have occurred.
Oh, and Weird Frequencies is in the running. Illinois Times Best of, Springfield Best of podcast.
Yes, definitely.
Vote
Definitely go on to Illinois Times and give us a vote if you want to. We would definitely appreciate it. And who knows? Maybe Tyler will beat Tyler in Illinois Times.
But yeah, you vote for your favorite one, not us. I don't want to be in the run. This last year, I'm going to say it. I do not want to be in the running for that. Now if they decide, if these guys decide to run for it after the first of the year, that's on them. That's great, cool. Go ahead, go for it. But while I'm on and hosting it, I do not want to be involved in Springfield's Best of Illinois Times.
Yeah.
I had my chances and I ran with it and I was really happy, but we were under the Unleashed name, we were actually turned down because of me and that I did not live in Springfield or the surrounding community. And I was like, that's bullshit,
Yeah.
Yet they put K-pop Kimchi out of Chicago in the final running. Like, what is your... I guess I didn't give them enough money. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
that explains why NPR is involved.
But I've just got a sour taste from it. So, please pick an actual podcast, something local to you guys, and pick your favorite one and put a vote in for them. Get them into the top 5. I'd like to see how this year's going to shake.
Yeah. Yep, it'll definitely be an interesting result.
Right. But with that being said, Adam, you got any final thoughts tonight? Because I think Chris is not coming back.
Yeah. Well, if he is, he's late, and how very unprofessional of him. So, it's usually TJ, we rip on you for having to step out and stuff like that, being unprofessional, having to dip out while me and Chris talk. So why not let Chris get it this time? That unprofessional bastard.
I'm glad I'm good week for the next show. But yeah, I mean, there we go. 18 more to go.
Yep, 18. It
Feels
seems
good.
Yeah, it seems like a big number. When you start thinking about it, it's not really. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes. We're all excited to finish the chapter with TJ, and TJ's not going to be far, trust me.
Oh, yes,
But we'll see how the rest of us kind of take it when TJ hands it off.
don't listen to him. He's saying I'm not going to be far. Bullshit. I'm going to try to find my way to Puerto Vallarta right out of the gate just so I can go deep sea fishing in Mexico. Then I won't have any phone signal either, and they're going to be like, hey, it's busted. I don't know what to do. You guys figure it out.
It's like, listen, I already know I'm going to call you a few times about stuff on here, and I'm not going to be able to reach you. It's just going to go straight to voicemail, and I'm not going to hear shit from you for like weeks. Then when I finally get a hold of you, they'll be like, what did you get it taken care of because you were supposed to?
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be like,
Yeah.
Tyler, it's on you guys.
Yep.
But you guys are actually coming up with some really good ideas of where you want it to go. And I'm grateful that you guys are taking it in another 18 weeks.
Yeah, there are a lot of good ideas. I haven't heard from Tyler at all. Like, he keeps telling me he has something to tell me about Mayhem, and then I radio silence. Nothing. So
I don't know what's going on with him, but I know, like I said, I mean, you guys taking it, I'm grateful. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I got 18 shows left, and then I get to really like laser focus into different things I put on the back burner for a lot of years, and I'm just really excited for that.
Yep, you'll get the training to treat the people you've traumatized over the 10 years that
right.
you've done Mayhem. So you've created your own base of clientele.
Maybe.
Congratulations.
You consider it like that, but I'm excited. I mean, now, granted, I'm gonna go back and say, yeah, I'm closing a door on this chapter, and I know I am, and it has been a fun chapter for many years, but the most important thing I'm taking away from this, and the most important thing I try to remind people, me continuing to do this show is truly me trying to hang on to the past. Letting it go, handing it off, moving on is me finally saying, I'm ready to let go of that and start the next chapter. What's the next step? Well, I know what my next steps are.
Yeah.
What the next step is for this, I pay the bill and we see where it goes. Because these guys, they ain't telling me anything.
So join us in 19 weeks for Happy Go Monkey Time here on Mayhem.
That's on you. I mean, if you're going to do a gorilla show, you go for it.
Yeah, but there are a few ideas for a few different shows that I know I'm kind of tossing around. It's just we'll see what happens.
I know how you and Tyler work, and eventually you two will be like, you know what, let's go eat. And then you're going to wind up together eating a couple of steaks, and that's where you're going to get that's where you guys are going to get your skull session done.
Yep. Because you see, for now, all my ideas are going into a notebook. That way I don't have to remember them. They're jotted down so that when I can meet with either Chris or Tyler or both, however it happens, I have my ideas written down. And they can tell me whether it's good, bad, fucked up, whatever they happen to need to do. So
I think with you and Tyler mainly focusing on content and then Chris focusing on promotion.
Yeah.
That's going to really work out the best. And then, all you gotta The only thing I should ever hear is, "Hey, we need money for," and then I get to say yes
Yeah.
or no. You know.
Yeah.
Now, if you're calling me going, "We need money for a new stripper pole," I'm going to go, "No." Did anybody buy me a new stripper pole when I was hosting the show? I absolutely am not going to buy a new. That's going to be the end of that conversation. As much as
Yeah.
Tyler will probably argue with me otherwise.
Yeah.
But it's just that step. It's that step where I'm like, 10 years in the hot seat doing podcast. I got my first show on the air in 04 in terrestrial
Yeah.
radio. And then I did terrestrial and internet radio in, West Texas and southern New Mexico. And when I look at all the years I did broadcasting, and I always found a way back as a way to kind of hang on to it because I really did enjoy it. And now I'm just like, I'm enjoying this now where we're reminiscing. We're doing different new stuff, but we're reminiscing. We're talking about the old stuff. I'm digging up stuff like Tyler and his obituary from Marvin,
Yeah.
which again, when he hears that, he's absolutely going to hate that I'm looking for that.
Yeah. that provides him coming on and saying, "Please don't look for it." Otherwise, there's no one stopping you from doing so.
I don't think he will, because as much as he hated that segment, he also knew it was funny.
Yeah.
And it was hysterical. Iran offer, Kentucky governor, teacher arrested, Ella Langley. Yep. All right. There, that takes care of what my watch is yelling at me.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just, I'm excited that now that I've kind of gotten past the, wow, I don't want to announce this phase, and man, what's the reaction going to be and everything else. Now that I'm past that, I'm really excited for this next chapter. And I'm looking forward to it. But
yeah, I think those of us who are close to you, TJ,
yeah,
we all see that excitement in you, and we're all excited for you. So,
I mean, the one thing I could say, and it's definitely kind of a hang up, is like, I know the hardest show that I've got to do coming up is going to be New Year's Eve. That is going to be the most difficult, because that I'm opening the door for, people that want to, we will probably post the login link into the chat rooms that day.
okay.
And I'm going to give everybody a chance where they can log in. They can say their piece. Certain people I'm obviously not going to allow on.
Yeah.
Because I'll be scanning down here, people.
Yeah, it's not like you lose access to,
Right.
to like the stuff
I'm
on.
going to be watching. Yeah. And if it's somebody that I'm like, yeah, no, you're going to cause a problem, I'm just going to kick them. It's not going to happen. But I'm thinking I'm going to put that in there, and people that want to log in and they want to actually get on the air and they'd like to say a few words, wish me luck, whatever they want to do, that's great. I want to bring up a memory of the show over the last 10 years. That's awesome. But the hard one's going to be midnight.
Yeah.
I've got to say my piece then and that's going to be it. I'm going to hang it up and head on out. Of course, Chris is he's trying to run a bet like, oh, you're done. No, I'm really done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to be done. I know in the moment we're all going to think you're just bullshitting and that you just plan on coming back or whatever. But I mean, usually if you say you're doing something, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, Chris made a point. Everybody has heard me frustrated. Like, man, I really don't know why I'm keeping going.
Yeah.
You've heard the frustrated side of it. I'm actually sitting here saying, no, it's official. I'm done.
Yeah, because usually in the past, when you said I'm done or whatever, usually you're kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
It's not at a normalized tone. Usually it's either began with or preceded by some form of curse word.
Usually
Just
that's my favorite one to use.
it's like, fuck, I'm done.
Fucking
But
done. Yeah, you guys
yeah,
heard all that before. No,
yeah,
this is serious. Like, I'm finished.
yep,
18 shows to go. I'm passing the torch.
yep,
I'm excited for what that team is going to do. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see it. This was the one big sticking point that the old show, like when I moved, I said, I'm taking a break. If you remember right.
yeah,
And they wanted me to be done then, but I still thought I had something and I wanted to end on my terms. I said, I'm taking a break. Came back, they left. Like, no, fuck. Well, okay, fine. I'm glad they've done what they've done. I'm proud of them.
yeah.
I was not proud of them at first. I'm proud of them now.
Yeah.
When I sit back,
The Exodus was ugly.
but
I
when
mean, I think we can all say that,
all
but where they've gone since then,
as
they,
I would have done some things differently, as Tyler and I have discussed. But he's done great, and I'm proud of him.
yep,
So I'm glad that he's keeping that going. He has told me this show title, Amigos, is going to continue. He's just got to work out when you guys are going to do it. I'm like, that's fine. You guys,
yeah,
you're going to have access to use all of it. I'm happy for you. So, with that being said, I mean, it's 5:30. I'm going to kick back. I've got a little more cleaning I want to do today. And then I'm going to kick back and kind of chill out for a while. And Adam, everybody on the air, everybody listening, everybody tuning in during the week and catching up, see what we said. I will see you Sunday night, 4 p.m. next week for another edition with 17 shows left at that point.
yep.
Of Mayhem's Amigos with me in the driver's seat for another 17. See you then. Good night.
Good night, everybody.